Addressing down from the commander on the front line of the Jazeera district in Kandahar.
Why are you running away? You all sleep in the same barracks. When a soldier wears his own clothes under his military uniform, why aren't you telling your superiors?
But his words fell on deaf ears. That night, another soldier deserted his post. His patrol had come under attack. It was the last straw. He hid his own clothes underneath his uniform and ran from the checkpoint he was manning. The numbers deserting are sky high in this fiercely contested district. We asked if many had abandoned their post in a neighbouring base deep in Taliban territory.
Yes, a lot of us. 20 or 30 have already left out of 60 soldiers.
They showed us a Taliban handheld radio they'd confiscated. Its limited range meant the voices, talking about planting IEDs, must have been within a few hundred metres. Some told us quietly they were thinking of deserting too.
Every second I am in danger here. Whenever I go out, I get ambushed. There are IEDs. Thousands of young people are getting killed.
And then there are the poor living conditions and even poorer rations.
Their main complaint is they're not being looked after anywhere near as well as their American brothers in arms. Their main diet is of potatoes, a handful of lentils, and some crusty bread. The message to Kabul is, feed us better and we will win this war.
Back in Kabul, we told President Karzai about his soldiers' complaints. He said his forces had to be ready to take over no matter what.
While we are training our army and equipping our army, it is, even if our army is not fully equipped today, even if we are not as well trained today as the armies of the rest of the world or as our allies, Afghanistan is our country, and we will have to protect it, even if it is with our bare hands.
Back in Kandahar, one soldier made a very revealing statement. It didn't matter who was the Afghan president, Hamid Karzai or the Taliban leader, Mullah Omar.
No one will mess with the army. If it's Karzai who's president, or Mullah Omar as president, the army will be disciplined.
Security in Kandahar is unlikely to be handed to the Afghan army for some considerable time, but transition here will be crucial because if the country's own forces can control Kandahar, they can control Afghanistan. Sue Turton, Al Jazeera, Kandahar.